Forgot how good it sounds in the headphones.
It's so much better, right? Yeah, dude. Been a while, buddy. Let's go, dude.
So good.
It's a straight up banger. Dude, we had to rename OC's playlist that we have for her because I had it set as a Disney playlist because at first it was all like Disney songs. I didn't know what she was. But now it is OC's bangers. Yeah, because Kristen put
Trace's jam
Oh, no, that's yours.
nice.
Like,
Yeah.
for what?
What are you goobers doing over there, dude?
I'm
The
sorry,
pod
you're
is
just-
on, dude. Let's go, bro.
We're in there. We're on there, dude.
So the unassisted baby.
Oh god,
Oh,
dude.
good.
Okay, so
let's
hold
go.
on before we get there. Dude. Welcome back to
turn.
Granny's Gayrage, everybody. We are at the Baynes Casa, and we're just gonna. I mean, we're really fucking chilling because I feel like everybody had a long day over here. Olivia, Traven, chill, dude.
Stop it now.
He's deep throating.
We
out.
might have to kick Traven out.
We're
I'm
about
not
to
sure.
see
yet.
Muscle
domestic
memory is
violence.
a
Have
hell
you
of a
ever had
thing.
domestic violence on your podcast because it might happen.
I'm super down.
She's gonna violence
Put
him
the gloves
domestically.
on, at least.
Violence him
Let's
domestically.
put gloves on and we'll see what happens, dude.
Also, have you ever had to
Literally
pry
is-
a microphone
He's like
out
a
of
monkey
someone's
with
ass?
a fucking. He's just playing
No.
with shit, dude. I swear to God.
Do you think that would
That's
fit
also true.
Unplugged?
up his butt?
No, he's pulling out his knife.
Yeah.
Maybe why
On
are
my
you doing
fucking
that?
on my
What's
cord.
happening?
I don't know what is happening right now.
This was just it.
It's
He's
not-
trying
put that away
to.
before you
Oh,
tear
you
it up.
fucking goober, dude.
Watch him get shocked. He's just like, do
Honestly, it
That
might-
honestly would make it worth it.
it
If
actually.
it could
It's
just
for science.
electrocute him.
Oh my
For
god!
science.
It actually.
Lick it.
Hold on, wait,
Lick it.
shh, dude. It is making something happen.
That can't be good for
That can't be good for it though. Stop.
I need you to stop.
Raven, stop.
Yeah, it is doing something. All right, so that was fucking. Well, that's what. This is what we're dealing with.
I'm
over
sorry,
here.
this
So
is
this is
my
what
life.
happens.
Welcome to my life.
Welcome to the Baynes Casa, bro. The Baynes. All right, so welcome back to Granny's Gayrage, people. We are fucking being goofy over here.
We're in there, dude.
And Olivia was just talking about the unassisted baby because she is going to be helping me with our home birth situation that we got going on.
She's gonna deliver a baby.
Super excited and not at all scared.
No, not at all. She was absolutely tripping earlier. Yeah.
Tripping.
So like Kristen was like, you get one phone call. This was my phone call and she's tripping. So
I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. I am justifiably
I pulled a lot
nervous.
of strings here to get you there. Okay. She said she wanted nobody. I was like,
And you were freaking out because you were scared to do it by yourself or what?
I'm not doing that shit by myself.
There's no way.
Well, I am honestly like
That's how it's
really
supposed to be, but
happy that it was me you called. Like, would you have called me if I wasn't like didn't do what I do for a living?
Yes.
Probably still,
Don't be
yeah.
asking dumb questions.
I mean, it definitely helps that you do what you do for a living, for sure. Yeah, it makes more sense that I would do that because of that. But probably still, well, I don't know. If I knew a fucking doctor, I would call them. You know what I mean? If you weren't, no, I'm saying no. If she wasn't what
If
she
she
was.
wasn't already.
Yes, which because you basically are. So
I don't know. I think that you would have been
That's
there
why
no matter
you're
what.
the
I do
obvious
think that,
choice, right?
The ER background does like help, but it also that's what's freaking me out because I have that
'Cause you've seen
ingrained
it.
to me into like
This isn't going to be an ER
Avoid
situation.
childbirth
do
at all
not baby
costs.
yourself in front of me.
No, this
I'll
is going to
take
be
you.
the chillest, bro. You should have been in the room last time. We were
Bro.
chilling heavy, dude. We were, dude.
You're talking
Kristen
about
was
Lady
just,
Kristen.
She's
She's
a lady.
gonna be sitting there having a conversation, like super chill.
No, she's
Until-
not going to talk to us the
No,
whole
we're
time.
going to be talking, and she's going to be.
She's not going to
doing
talk to us
magic.
the whole time, probably. We didn't
She's
take
gonna
the
sit there.
hypnobirthing classes this time, which we've already done.
gonna say,
I mean,
do you
she
have to do
knows
them
how to
again?
do it. I would do them again because they were actually awesome. They give you a lot of good information, and they make you you meditate because that's what you do. And so during the class, you basically just take a 10-minute fucking
I'm gonna need
breathe,
a
chill out,
prescription
dude.
of Xanax, I think.
Do it. Write
For me,
yourself
not,
one.
Not y'all.
No,
for
just
me.
take the fucking birthing. Well, if you get there and you got Xanax, I'm taking one. But
If you bust
that's
up in
what's
there
happening
with
for
Xanax,
sure, dude. The baby comes to him like, hey, man. No, I'm just asleep.
right.
shots fired.
Yeah, no, so what were you going to... Actually, do the synopsis or whatever you were going to do, because I am intrigued as to how you're going to do it.
The Unassisted Baby, a do-it-yourself guide to pregnancy and
Traven.
childbirth.
It's just like micro noise, just a little bit.
This is
Oh,
the
wait, no, his is turned off.
must-have-
Who's doing that? Rachel, you fucking turn. No.
I was trying to find a comfortable position.
All right, Traven, can I turn you back on? Are you
put
going to
it
behave? He's not going to behave.
Fine,
Just
yes,
keep
Traven.
going, dude.
We could probably hear him anyway. We got 4 mics.
I'm
in
glad
here,
I put
so-
him in the video, not Olivia.
Fine. So Rachel was the one who was asking what this even was. It says, do you dream of a healing, peaceful birth at home? But maybe you need a comprehensive guide and resources to make it happen. Are you planning a home birth and want to make sure that you know what to do every step of the way? Thousands of women have gone before you. Almost all women can have a natural pregnancy and childbirth. Information is power. Knowing your body and what to expect during pregnancy and childbirth is the key to success. This book is a foundational resource for anyone planning on an unassisted birth.
Yep.
All I'm saying is, like, more power to Krista. Like, I think she's a rock star.
Dude, I
It's so
can't
awesome.
even imagine.
Yeah.
But, like,
She's the coolest lady
I could
know.
never. Like, give me 2 epidurals.
Dude, give
I
me
have
all
2.
the epidurals.
And I
Actually,
think
can
that's
you just
why
knock
she
me
wants
out?
to do it, because
Harvest it now.
harvest it, cut me open. I don't give a
Cut it.
fuck,
I don't care.
dude.
Cut
Get
it out
me
of me. I
there.
don't care.
Yeah, just don't kill the baby.
Get it
Let's
out.
Just
As long
get
as
it
we
out.
both live.
If we both live, do whatever you want to do.
It's fine.
No,
Well,
but
actually, if only one of us is going to live, I have dibs on dying.
I have dibs on time. And if you go, I want
wanna
to go with you.
Oh, my God. You're grounded.
You're grounded.
Not joking.
Yeah, somebody check on Rachel. No, but I think that's why she wants to do it that way, because she, like, she did it, you know, not a super, dude, the last time, like, we did, like, the midwife and stuff like that, and that's, like, I feel like it's, like, a more, you know, homeopathic or whatever word is best for that, I guess.
It's like as natural as you can get
It's
with
the
still having
naturalist
help.
way, yeah. And then this is just natural, like, completely.
No
I mean,
help,
if you
no.
were
This
born
is just,
in the
she's about
fucking
to pop this kid out in a
Bro,
bathtub.
if you were born in the fucking 1800s, you would just do this. You would have to. Yeah. You might know a lady that you would call in
Who had delivered a
to
baby
help
before.
you.
Who would
Yes.
later be burned
She would
for
probably
witchcraft.
be your
Yeah, well,
but
and the thing
would be
is,
burned for witchcraft.
in that thing that, and I feel like every time we do this, I end up like, I'm trying not to dog on the like medical system, but the way, like,
Such a hater.
whenever Western medicine came around, they started teaching everything different, and they didn't want a dissenting opinion. So they just got rid of all of the stuff that they'd been doing for hundreds and thousands of years, because they were like, this is how we're going to do it.
Also,
And if
doesn't
you
the
go
uterus
against
have
that, well, and the thing is, when they talk about a lot of this stuff, they have a problem of like, if they prescribe this or they tell them to do that, that can count as malpractice or whatever, and it goes against their license. So like, they can't just be like, I'm a doctor, I'm going to tell you to do this, because if something goes wrong, they have way more to lose. You know, if they do it the way that they're told, there's no chance of that.
yeah.
But it might not be the most natural or most comfortable
But and that's where
way,
a lot of
you
it
know?
has come from. Like it's not even so much like, and I'm sure there are cases of like the doctor doing things for their convenience. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that happens, but like a lot of it is like, especially OBGYNs. I was reading somewhere, and I don't know exactly what the statistic is, but they're like the most sued
Yeah.
doctor.
Because anything
Like,
that happens with your baby, you're gonna
until they're 18,
wig, dude.
until they're 18. If you can prove that it happened because of
The
something
childbirth.
that happened during the pregnancy or during the birth, you can go back and sue your OBGYN for 18 years.
How is that a thing?
And
That's
so
crazy. I mean, are there enough things?
So that's
that
why they
could
do
happen
like, yeah. I mean,
that you wouldn't figure out till they're 17.
like I can't imagine that it's easy to prove,
Yeah.
you know, but
I mean,
even
you get a
just
fucking
going
team of
through, so
lawyers on it.
anytime you sue a doctor, like that goes against their license, whether you win or not.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
still, you can look it up and see that they've been sued. You can see what the outcome was.
really? But most people won't.
Right.
Yeah,
You
they'll
just
just
look
see
and
that
see
you've been
that you've
sued.
been sued.
That's so fucked, dude. Yeah. Damn.
Because
Man.
people
And so,
can
like, a
sue you
lot
on
of-
some dumb shit.
Yeah, a lot of things that happen as far as like a lot of the way, like the protocols we have for doing things like in the hospital is because
You could fucking
it's
get
like
sued.
to protect us from liability
Yeah.
as the medical professional.
That's so
Because
crazy.
people are so sue happy.
Yeah, because they're trying to
And
get a check,
insurance
buddy.
company, not insurance companies, I'm sorry, lawyers and stuff, all like, because they get a big cut of that if they
Oh,
win.
yeah, dude.
You know?
They probably make
So-
more than fucking you do.
Oh, easy. So a lot of the stuff, like that's the reason. And like, does that make it okay? Like not necessarily, but like we still got to feed our families too. And if you sue us to the point that we don't have a job anymore, like
Yeah.
I can't
You're
feed my
rolling
kids.
in the Benjis, and
You
we're
know?
over here out of a job.
Right.
Yeah. You're
When you were
driving
just
a
trying to
fucking
fucking help
Beamer.
Like all I
somebody.
was trying to do was help you. Like
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. I had to deliver your baby.
Right.
And it's not my fault his arm came out like this. Now he's got a brachial plexus
Because
injury.
you had no prenatal care and no ultrasounds and didn't know your baby was the wrong way and in the wrong position. And here I am just trying to help you, but now everything that happens is my fault because I touched you.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's the same thing like if you help somebody on the street and shit like that, like you have to be careful because you're a medical professional. You can get sued,
You
right?
also have to be careful
by
too
the
because
Good
if
Samaritan
you don't,
law.
like if I don't,
She's not.
What?
We're covered by the Good Samaritan law.
Yeah, if we're not trained. Yeah.
Yeah, if we're
Right.
not trained and we stop and we do like CPR on somebody, we break their ribs or we fuck them up. We are covered by like I was just trying to help, but she's a medical professional. If all she can do is what is that thing where they stab a hole in their neck?
Oh, the tracheotomy?
If she like got
Tracheotomy.
into a fucked up situation and she did a fucked up thing like
Tracheotomy, yeah.
and accidentally missed or messed it up, she could lose her license.
Yeah, for
Whereas
sure.
if I did that, I was just trying to help a
Like, and she's doing it
motherfucker.
with a ballpoint pen.
and also at the same time, like if you saw somebody like choking on the street, like you could keep walking. I can't. If someone finds out that I kept walking and didn't do something, I can get in trouble.
Yeah, because you did an oath or whatever, right? Yeah.
Hippocratic.
How do
Like
they-
even a wreck, like I can't drive past a wreck if there's nobody there. Like if there's already an ambulance there and there's already
Yeah.
like people, like I don't have to. But like if nobody's there, if I was the first person,
But would you, is the question.
Yes, of course.
drive past it?
Yeah. No, you wouldn't either. Yeah, no. No, that's like whenever we went to Padre and that dude passed out in front of me and Traven and he fucking sprang into fucking action, bro. He was, dude, I've never seen this dude so professional. Like he
It's creepy, isn't it?
killed it. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who is that guy? I've
Like,
never
the
met him.
goofy guy was just taking shots with him or something.
This motherfucker's
probably.
actively playing with the microphone.
I can't tell. I've been trying to figure out if he actually broke it or not. Because he's just been spinning it and I don't think it does that.
It does that, you dingus.
Well, no, I mean,
It's not broken.
Let me see.
oh, so you just undo the bottom?
Yeah.
Now everybody's going to make noise into their microphones while they're talking about it. Let's everybody just make as much, like, odd noise into the mic as possible.
It's fine. No, listen.
I need a drink.
This is what he wants.
Everything's a fidget spinner if you operate it wrong enough. That's
Oh
funny.
dear, not everything. We've had this
See,
conversation. Not
these
everything
are
is
the
a fidget
fucking...
spinner, okay.
All right, these are the nuggets that we
This
would
is
get
the
if we could
motherfucker
turn
that's
your
going to
mic
save your
on, you know?
goddamn life on the side of the road.
That was for real. Who was that?
And he'll
Was it
kill
you I was
it.
talking
That's
to?
the thing about it.
And he
I think
will,
it was
too.
Tiffany I was talking to. They're like,
All right, somebody's making noise.
it's him.
No, his
No,
is
it
off.
was me.
I turned him on. I'm about to unplug
Oh.
the back of it
No,
just in
it's
case.
Rachel. But I was telling, I think it
The
was
mic is
Tiffany.
heavy, isn't it?
You're not listening to me.
Sorry.
That I was coming to help you deliver the baby or whatever. And she was like, are they sure they don't want Traven? And I was like, I did think about asking that because he has actually delivered babies. I haven't.
Have you?
Yeah.
Bro, do you want to go?
You don't want to go? That's what I said. I was like,
Traven, you want to go?
can you come, please?
You can just
Let Traven come.
out.
Like, just in case. I'm sure that'd be awkward.
Wait,
for
hold
her,
on. Would
though.
you say that you're good at it, though?
Okay, he's good at it. He's good at everything.
That's also
successfully
true.
delivered at least 6 babies by himself?
Have you ever not successfully delivered a baby? No. And how do you...
In clinicals, we had 2 that had complications, but we knew they had complications going in. And I had a doctor beside me, and they're like, we're just going to do this. And one of them was a cord, and he's like, oh, you just reach in here and they'll do this, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
See?
oh, shit.
He's done it. Maybe he needs to come.
Dude, I might need Lady Kristen to listen to this podcast. Make a decision here.
For real, I did think
We
about
need a
asking that,
game
but then,
time
like,
decision
I,
here, dude.
Like, I want to be there
I don't
because
think Kristen would be
it's, like,
comfortable
just keep
with
him
it.
in-
That's the thing
Keep
about
him
it,
in the
yeah.
back. Put him in your back pocket. Make
That's
him
what I'm
go
saying.
in
He's
the
there for me.
garage.
He's there for me,
You
bro.
and him
Right.
go in the garage.
I'll be there for Kristen. You be there
Aunt
for...
Sissy's going to be in there. Traven will come in
Me
there
and
if something
Traven are
goes
just
wrong.
shit-faced in the garage when the baby...
99% of babies, all you do is put on a baseball glove and go, catch.
Dude, yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's what Dr. Rocha told me. He said that basically all he has to do is come in there and catch it coming
and
out.
catch the baby. Yeah, because the nurses do all the fucking work.
Yeah. Well, and I was supposed to catch Kristen's. I was supposed to catch OC. But the little English lady was like, so whenever she went to push, I guess if they come a certain amount out and then they go back in and then they have to push again, like they need to be there type of deal.
Yeah.
Because I think if they come out, like they breathe, you know.
Yeah,
but
they can't go back
that
in.
didn't happen.
Yeah.
But she was just like, I need to do this just in case type of deal.
Like, no, just let me do it. Just watch and tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
That's true.
I wasn't in charge at this point. Yeah, that is one of the few
Well, just
times
so you
I will
know, you're
just
gonna be in
fully
charge
take a back
this time.
seat.
You were just like,
Oh, for
right.
sure. Yeah, no, I'm there. Yeah,
Yeah,
You
'cause
better
you've
fucking
done this
tell me what to
before.
do. If you're gonna say that, you better fucking tell me what to
I
do.
will tell you what to do.
You're gonna have Traven on the phone. Like, what do we do?
Like I want to wear
Traven's
him.
FaceTiming.
Listen, I'm for real. I'm gonna wear him on my
He's
chest.
just in the hoo-ha.
Like face. Like don't look at her cooter, but like tell me what to do.
He's like, how can I not?
Like
It's
Well,
all
I don't know.
involved.
They're both
Do like
in the
this.
medical field, so Olivia could be like, it's like 3 fingers out, dude.
Do y'all use that type of lingo?
For,
that's how
like,
you check a
some
cervix.
stuff.
It's like 3
Well,
fingers?
not
your
just
fingers.
that. For like
Well, I know,
some
but
stuff,
when
it's
you
like
relate
3
it to another
fingers
doctor, you're
down
like,
from-
yeah, she was 3 fingers.
So it'd be like
3
3
fingers
centimeters,
wide.
like 5 centimeters,
Okay.
10 centimeters.
How do you
whatever.
decide the centimeters based on your finger
It's
sizes?
based on your like fingers, like how
Do you
far.
know
so
your
like,
finger sizes?
yeah, I need to practice them for real because there's like a little dummy thing, and so it's like
Is it a
one
hoo-ha?
finger. It's like one, and then if you can get two,
It's like a 2x4 on the wall, and you just
Is it really? Are you
It's a
fucking with me?
glory hole.
I was thinking it looked like a fleshlight or something.
well,
yes.
kind of, and it is kind of gushy, like silicone-y.
Stop.
So you can because it
Gushy
needs
was
to
the wrong
feel-
word from a medical
It was.
professional, okay?
Silicone is that better?
no, that's worse.
Almost.
But
yeah.
it needs to feel like what you're gonna feel when you
It
actually.
needs to feel like a vagina.
So it's not like
wanted
wet,
to say
but you know.
But we could make it that way. What's up, baby?
You're sick. You're sick.
You're sick.
You're
Has
deranged.
anybody ever been caught?
Dude, I bet. There's no way there
Messing
hasn't
with
been
it?
people.
Not that I know of, but
I
most
mean,
of the
maybe
people
not
that work
here,
in there are
you know what I'm
women,
saying?
and so like
And also, most of the time, that they're to that point.
They've already been fired. They've already touched somebody inappropriately or
Right.
said something wrong. Yeah.
By the time
Fired or transferred.
the patient is to that point,
there's nothing
they're
attractive about that.
past
Like
the give a fuck and like they're just like
Yeah, and that's what Kristen was talking about. She was like, "What if I they poop sometimes and stuff?" I'm like, "Dude, at that point, like, that's the least
that's what
weird
I
thing
have
that you
asked.
could do."
Disgusting.
so I
thing.
asked her, I'm like, did I do that? And he's like, no. And I'm like, I can't tell if you're lying or not.
They won't
Like-
tell you if you did.
No, and they like.
They wouldn't tell you.
Handle it. So
they
that's-
take
but
that
that's-
shit to the grave.
So that's part of the reason too, like that I really liked my doctor. Like with both of the kids, I had the same doctor. He ended up being out of town for Wyatt, and so the other doctor
Had to step
ended
in.
up being the one that delivered. And part of the reason that I liked my doctor is that I didn't have to be the bad guy. You were allowed 2 people in there, and that was it. And he would kick everybody else out. Like you didn't have to. The other doctor, he didn't care. You could have a whole
Mesco?
marching band, and Mesco was mine. Mesco, you could only have 2.
The other guy, who is the other guy that'll let you have 700? Rocha.
And it ended up, I don't remember who all was in there. So with Vaden, it
Is
was
Rocha
literally-
Rocha like that dude at the hospital? Is he like that motherfucker?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
is
the president of the board, and
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah.
he's up
So
there,
he's
yeah.
like, y'all can come in, watch me fucking kill
Watch
yeah,
me
this
like
work,
shit,
and
bro.
he didn't
Yeah.
care. Like Dr. Mesco, I think it's more of the fact of like if something was to go wrong, like that's
You
less
have
people
8
in there in
people
the
to
way.
Get the fuck out of the
you
way.
know?
Yeah.
But with Vaden, it was Autumn and Traven. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only people in there. With Wyatt, it was
I was there, I think.
Traven?
Was I there? No,
You
I
were
was
there
there
with
for
Autumn.
I was there for Levi
no
or Gracie.
Gracie.
Okay.
But it was no Autumn. I think Autumn was in there. Listen, I was so like
Well, you're doped up. Yeah,
Fuck
But
'cause you
up,
took
yeah.
the
Traven-
fucking, you took
Traven's
the pills,
mom-
brother.
Whitney was in there. I had at least one sister.
Who the fuck is Whitney?
My friend from high school who just happened. She
Oh,
came
right.
in and saw me, and she happened to be like when it was time to start like
just
pushing.
happened to be
She was
there?
like, "Do you want me to go?" And I couldn't be an asshole and be like, you know, it's not that I didn't want her in there. It's just like a lot of people
Yeah.
in there. You know,
Yeah.
Traven's Aunt Lana was in there.
My vagina's out right now.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't even remember who all was in there. Do you? I know your mom and Aunt Lana and Whitney and you.
All right, so on fingers. Your mom, Whitney, Atlanta, Autumn,
Traven.
Traven, you.
Me, obviously. I swear there was 2 more. I want to say there was 8 people in there. And I can't remember
was
who
Vaden
all-
there? Or where was he?
No, he was with yeah, his
Okay,
dad.
nice, yeah.
Because thank God your dad wasn't in there.
Wait,
Jesus,
how
take
long
the
was
wheel.
your labor?
So with
Forever.
If you're comfortable talking
Vaden,
about
yeah,
it,
I don't care.
obviously.
With
okay.
Vaden, it was about like from the time I started having consistent contractions to the time he came out was 56 hours.
Yeah.
God damn.
I only pushed for
But we're
for,
known
45
for
minutes
rough
with Vaden.
hours. We're known for rough.
So I pushed for 45 minutes. I had trouble like dilating. So like, and I didn't do the whole, like when they got the epidural, like I sat straight up. So it didn't work like it should have. Like it works by gravity. So it was like,
it goes down your spine.
It did. And then I laid on my side because that was the only way I was comfortable. And so then it only worked on half of me. So they had to come in and adjust it a couple of times.
That's what happened with me, dude.
It was miserable.
The same thing, except it kind of like came out because he didn't secure it on my back. Remember?
Yeah, because isn't it a fucking
And
big ass needle they shove in your spine?
Well, it's a needle,
screaming
but then
at
it
the
goes.
guy.
A catheter goes over it, and the needle comes out.
I was yelling at the
needle
The
guy.
catheter part is the sketchy looking part, right?
Yes, it
Part
looks like
that-
a straw.
It's
Yeah,
fucked
but
up
they
and
have to
scary
put that
looking.
in.
Dude,
your back?
Yeah, so the needle
Yeah.
goes in, and then you feed the catheter over the needle, and then
That's
pull the needle
crazy. dude.
Christian, whenever they were doing mine, I was leaned over because you
like, you're
lean
killing
over,
her.
and then you have to like
out. Hunch your
back to like spread out
to
your
open the space.
stuff. And so Christian is holding my hands, and he looks over my shoulder, and he just all the blood leaves his face, and then he just looks at me,
How big
and he
is the
just
needle?
looks me dead in my face like this.
He's like, bro, you have to hold it together.
It doesn't so much hurt; it just feels wrong.
Yeah, I could see. Okay,
It's just
yeah.
like a creepy, crawly.
Because they do it, so you
Yes.
get like
Do they numb it?
It
or-
just-
they do
feels
they
wrong.
put like
Yeah.
topical stuff on to numb, and then they inject a little bit of stuff like just under the skin,
Yeah.
just so you can't feel, because that's
Yeah,
really
'cause
the
you're-
only part you feel. And honestly,
Yeah.
the lidocaine is probably what you feel, because the lidocaine burns when you first put it in until it goes numb.
yeah.
Like anywhere you put it.
It
Yeah.
didn't hurt. You
Oh
could
yeah,
just,
that's how it is. Like that's
but
what they
you
use on
could
your
feel
teeth
it.
too, right? Is
you
lidocaine.
could feel it going in
Yeah.
your spine. Like you could feel the.
Yeah, so like whenever you get an
just
injection in your
felt
teeth, like
fucked
you
up
can
and weird.
feel the liquid kind of coming out.
Yeah,
type shit.
it just felt weird and fucked up. And then they had to fix it, and I yelled.
Oh my
at the
god,
guy
it's a 17 gauge. It's so
who had to
big.
fix it.
17 gauge. What's
It
like
is
a
big.
To
what's
go
like
in my
a
spine.
what's like a
So like
phlebotomy needle?
like
An
the
earring. Well,
so the one they use, like the butterfly one they use, is a 25.
God damn.
Which is like the bigger the number, the smaller the needle.
Yeah.
Oh.
We use 16s and 18s all the time.
for
Yeah.
piercings, like a
where?
standard piercing
So-
is like a 16.
When you go, so
okay.
like for instance, if you go and donate blood, they use a 16 gauge needle.
Okay. I feel like we need to get you a fidget spinner so that you can actually be a part of this conversation. All right.
Okay, well then now hold the microphone.
Hold the mic with. No, I don't trust him to hold the mic with the other hand. I don't feel like. But he's fucking.
He's doing good.
He's
Leave
doing
him
actually. He's
alone.
doing pretty good. He's
him
contributing
alone.
somehow from the fray here.
From the fray.
Yeah.
Now they're cracking me up.
Damn, dude. I was thinking about that the other day because I was telling OC something, but I was using a bunch of big words, and I was like, do most people, I don't know, because I feel like I've always kind of talked with like, not like crazy fucking big words, but I feel like I have a pretty
like
good
an adult.
vocabulary. Yeah.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
get that a lot.
Yeah. But, I was like, I wonder if she'll grow up with that, you know, like if she'll have that too. I mean, obviously she probably will.
She will.
And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool that I can fucking do that for her. She's going to cuss like a sailor.
Oh yeah.
For sure. If she's anything like me.
Mine
Dude,
is,
I
too.
can't, I legit can't
can't
get
help
through
it. I don't
multiple
even-
sentences without at least one getting out. And it's
When you
always
know, I don't
F-words.
even notice that
It's
I'm doing
always
it
F-bombs.
sometimes. But then, so
You say it to the wrong person, you're like,
bless Bella.
Uh-huh.
Like being around, I'm not around Bella that often, but whenever she was getting ready to go on her cruise, like we were going to get her hair done and stuff, and that girl starts like every sentence with fuck or fucking, and for whatever reason, like it just like
You're not used to
You
it.
ain't-
like
did
it
a
feels
little
like
bit.
I've been slapped every time she does
'Cause
it,
she's
and it's not like she's doing
little,
anything
or-
wrong,
well,
but
and
like I
she's
think
not
in my
little
head she's
anymore.
still like
She's
in my
still the
head
baby.
she's still 10,
uh-huh.
you know, and so like she says like fucking, and it's almost like she kind of draws the word out too, the way
Yeah.
she says it, and I'm like like
It is abrasive.
It's like it.
feel-
Well, no, for some people, it's like an It's like a something you
Yeah.
do before you say something type of thing.
And I feel like I use the F word a lot, but I don't know. I don't think that it sounds
as abrasive.
as abrasive.
She-
Maybe abrasive
she
is the
says
right
it
word.
Like
Like
she doesn't know how to.
It really does kind of get you.
Yeah.
And like if you're having a normal conversation and then somebody does it to you, you're like, oh, so we're having that conversation now.
yeah, I'm like
You know?
but it's like like she says it like it's not natural for her.
Like she's not.
Like I
she
feel like it
shouldn't
just
be
rolls
saying
off
it.
my tongue like,
Like I was
any
doing
other
it like
word.
CarMax and
Like,
stuff.
it's just a regular day.
With like customers and like I can do professional, but I'm still gonna probably drop the F-bomb here and there.
Yeah.
You know, like we're still doing that. Like we're pretty casual.
We're
still,
chill, yeah,
you
we're
know?
chill.
Yeah. But I would like drop it every once in a while and like they wouldn't pick it up and I was like, okay, so we're just gonna not do that anymore, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta like test the waters.
You do
You're like,
have to
Are we
test
having
the
a
water.
conversation or
Like
are we
I'm
making
not
a
doing
sale
it
here?
until you do. That's how I
Yeah.
feel at the salon.
Are we
You're
friends
not
or
gonna
not?
hear a
Okay.
curse
I
out
did
of
it
me.
with so I don't like in front of patients. Like I try
Well, you
not
can't.
to. You know, really not supposed to. Like I mean, I can. Like, they would just, like, if I offended someone, you know, like.
And really, technically, like,
I mean,
behind the bar, you should try not to as much as possible, but
like,
it's still a bar.
Like, it's
you know?
professional.
Yeah.
Like, try not to be.
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes, like, every once in a while, someone will say something, like, off the wall, something. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's like whenever you were talking
and I
about
had
that
to cuss, I
girl
was like,
earlier.
oh my God, I'm
you,
so sorry.
Yeah. That's why you felt like you had to apologize, only because you cussed at her. That's the only reason you felt like you had to apologize to her, probably. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking figure it out. And then I'm like.
But if you had just been like, figure it out.
Yeah, that would have been
But,
totally
and partly
thing.
it's my tone with her, too. Like,
well,
I
your
have
tone
to-
kind of in general sometimes, friend.
Well, don't be a fucking moron.
I do think that you can tell a lot by my tone and my face. Like, I cannot turn my face off.
Bro.
Like,
My eyebrows are very expressive. I think
yes,
we all
like you
kind of
can
have
tell
that.
by the look on my face sometimes that you're pissing me off.
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't come through with my voice, like, I try to hold that in at work because I'm trying not to be an asshole. Like, I don't want to be hard to work with. But sometimes, like, when I get frustrated to the point that, like, I'm about to blow up and I'm trying to keep it in, like, I'm very, like, my voice is very, like, tense and it's all over my face.
Do you think it,
Well,
were
the
you
room
always
around
like
you
that,
gets-
or is that like something that comes with doing it for so long? Because I think, like, being behind the bar, like, at a certain point, I was just, like, having fun all the time doing it. And, like, now there's, like, you know, there's highs and lows to it. You know, like, the beginning of the day, you're good. And then, like, it's almost always, like, you know, like 2/3 of the way in, you get to that point, and then you're like, we're on the back end. And then we're having fun again. But there's that, like, point you have to get to. And anything right before that sucks. And I'm probably being a dick to people,
like,
honestly.
I'm, like, overwhelmed
going to be real.
and I'm getting
Yeah.
tired.
There's a lot of stuff
and-
going on. There's 40 people at this
Like, I
bar,
have
and
to
there's
hit
people
my
standing
final
behind
win.
them. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too much going on. There's only 2 of us here.
And especially when I start getting behind, because I'm pretty fast, like, seeing, especially when it's, like, quick, sick stuff. Like, you got the flu,
What happens
like,
if you don't see all your people, though? Like,
I
what's the
can't
worst
leave.
that happens?
Like,
you just stay late?
Yeah, they either, so I have, it's only happened to me one time, and I really don't even think, I think that they were just, like, really didn't feel good. I think she had a migraine, I can't remember, who ended up, like, leaving because they had waited so long, they just got tired of waiting. So that doesn't happen to me a lot. Like, most of the time, an hour and a half is a long wait on my schedule.
Right on.
Like, I try not to, but, like, I'll get, like, that one who just, like, wants to talk, and I'm trying not to be rude, you know, I'm trying to, like,
Dude, that
you know, and I
sucks.
want to,
Yeah.
because I don't want to, like, herd people in and out like cattle. Like, you know, I want to have, you know,
You have
get
a
into
lot
that
of
with
people
sales, too,
interaction
dude.
and make
Yeah.
make you understand that I do care. I'm in a hurry, but I do care,
Yeah.
you know, and so I don't want to be, like, just rushing in and out. So I'll spend a little extra time. Well, then I've got to, like, book it on the next few because I'm behind.
You gotta, like, not exactly, like, cut corners, but, like, you gotta, like, figure out where you can save
Yeah,
a
like
little
we're
bit
gonna
more,
have
like,
to we're gonna have to cut out some of this small talk.
Yeah,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
how's your mom and them? I don't care. Just tell me why you're here.
Well, and that's a small
know?
town
Yeah.
thing, dude. If you go to the doctor in fucking like Fort Worth or something, like we were talking about, like my eye thing earlier, where I got that badass infection, like this dude barely talked to me. Like,
Yeah,
and he
they don't
he
give a-
tried, like, I think he explained the stuff to me, but he was like trying to get out. Like, you could tell he had already
tell he was,
done
like,
all the
trying to
stuff,
be-
and he was like, "You do this, you do this, you do this." And I was like, "What?" And then he was
write
like,
it
all right, go out. And he dilated my shit and then sent me out to drive home. I was like, I don't feel like I should be driving right now.
I don't
not
think you're
supposed
supposed
to
to
drive.
after you get your
You're
eyes
supposed to
dilated.
have
No,
somebody.
that's
with
what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But they're like, no, you can go. I was like,
That's not safe.
that doesn't feel safe. I feel like I should just hang out here for a little bit. Can,
Yeah,
can we
just
just sit down and
chill.
talk for a while?
Right, I'm just gonna
Friend,
stay here.
we're best friends now,
Yep,
right?
Yep. I'm like, will you hold my hand?
Like, let's be cool.
No, but I ran
You
into
can
that a
be
lot, like doing the sales. Like you'd get, because people would come in and like obviously not buying that day, and like maybe they are, you know, soon, but then they're like, well, we need to figure stuff out now. I'm like, we can figure that out later because you're not buying right now. I need to make
Right.
a fucking sale today.
Yeah.
And you're fucking that up for me.
Right, you're just
But
tying
I
me down
do
where I
want to,
can't.
like, and I like to be a nice guy. I like to fucking get to know people and
like
stuff
to
like
gab.
that. But when I'm on this like clock situation, it fucks that up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And same thing behind the bar, dude. I have to like, I feel like so many of my conversations are just fake as hell, dude. Yeah, because I'm
I
in and
don't
out.
like
I'm trying to
small
get in and out.
talk. Like, I really
gotta go.
don't.
And if you're trying
Yeah.
to make conversation with me, I want to have the conversation with you, but I have 5 tickets over there and 3 people need drinks over here. So
I can't.
you're
be
getting
hanging
short
out right here.
answers, and I'm going to walk out in the middle of this conversation. That's one thing
Yeah.
you have to get good at behind a bar is just walking out in the middle of a conversation. You can pick it up later.
Yeah.
And sometimes people will. There are some people that will sit there. There's
wait
like,
for you
And wait
to
on
come
you to
back.
come
they'll
back.
wait for you to come back. Yeah, no, they really will. And that's actually pretty nice.
And sometimes
Unless
I'll
it's
be
a
like,
dumbass
wait.
conversation. I'm like,
Like,
can we
hold
just
on.
drop it?
I just want to be done.
Yes.
But I swear
like
to God,
I
it's
wasn't
always the
coming
dumbass
back.
conversations that want to wait on you to come back.
Yes, dude. I have this
And
one
they'll
lady.
pick up without missing a beat.
Oh, this one just sweet old lady that comes in, and she tells you the same story you've heard every time, but it's multiple stories. You know, there's a couple of them.
Rotates.
Long as hell, dude. You can be having the conversation. She'll keep telling the story. You'll leave. You'll come back at a different part of the story. You know it, so it's cool.
Yeah.
You know, but then she'll be like, she'll just keep
It's like
it going.
you never left.
It's like you never left for real.
She doesn't need you for that
She
conversation.
didn't need you at all. And I didn't participate, really.
I love it. You can talk at me if you need to. Like, if you just want to stand there and talk.
She loves the fuck out of me. And I love her. She's super
dude,
sweet.
you can talk all day. As long as you don't mind me doing my own thing and, like, going and doing my shit.
I don't want to drop names because I feel like...
You can sit right here at this bar, and you can talk, yep.
Yeah,
and I'll
go ahead.
answer you as I walk by.
And she's the type of lady, she'll start conversations with the people next to her every time.
I love
and
that
they
shit.
don't give a fuck.
See, like, I just don't, I'm not, that's whenever we go places, I'm like, Traven's off, like, making
you
friends
dealt
with
with so
everybody,
many people,
and I'm
yeah.
just, like, sitting and people watching. Like, I don't want to make friends. I don't need new friends.
I try to
have
sit
two
in the
friends.
farthest corner.
That's what else, like,
Yeah, I have two
You
friends.
grew
That's
up
good
with
enough for me.
but
That's
no,
honestly more
you
than I
already
need.
have 5 built-in friends. Like,
One of y'all is
like,
getting cut currently.
I have so many friends already that I was born with and grew up with that I would much rather be talking
Like, I
to
don't-
anyway.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to have a full-on, deep-ass conversation, I'm going to call one of my
This
sisters
is why
or my brother.
This is why Granny's Gayrage is so dope, dude. Yeah, and that's one thing I really like about like the fact that I actually did it. Like I put this together, like because it's something like people don't really do, you know.
Yeah.
And like I'm not the best podcaster or anything like that, but I fucking do it. You know.
Yeah.
You do
Like I
it.
just did it. Like
And
we
you
were like
enjoy doing it.
and we're having a good time now. I think.
I'm having a
Yeah,
blast.
it turned into something fun.
Do you want a shot?
but whenever we were all.
Get Olivia a shot.
Olivia needs a shot.
Olivia needs
Olivia,
half a shot.
Pick your poison.
the yellow stuff.
The
I
yellow
like the
stuff.
kettle one, I guess.
The battery acid.
The battery acid.
That deep
It's
Actually,
just
no,
like
that Deep
lemonade,
Eddy is
really.
actually pretty well made stuff, and I
Yeah.
don't think it has a lot of like filler and fuck around it.
I don't think it does either.
Yeah, no, it's actually like super well made stuff, and that is
Coming
there's
from
a
the
few.
hippie over there saying it's okay to drink. Look at that.
No, I'm
That makes it
I'm a
Milani.
drunk hippie. I'm a drunk hippie, and but
He's not as picky about his alcohol.
but I'm not drinking Four Locos and Twisted Teas and fucking bullshit like that.
Twisted
I drink
Tea's
like
bullshit?
Twisted
tequila. I'm literally drinking
Call it
tequila and
tweed.
water. I drink beer, but I don't drink Miller Lite because it has fucking
Formaldehyde in it.
no, it has high fructose corn syrup in it. And they say that it doesn't make it into the final product, but they use it in the what process? What part of the process would you say?
In the fermentation.
Of course, it doesn't. It has to be on the label if it's not.
Well, they'll just hide it into something else.
But you were the one that told me that all cans have a plastic
That's a
inside,
fact.
right? Isn't that a fucking thing? That fucked me up, dude.
That is a fact.
That
He didn't
pissed
drink
me
anything out of
all
a
the way
can for a
off.
month.
No, I still did. You know.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
I'm doing my best over here, and I do love it. Like I
I
feel
bust
better.
your balls
I feel
about it,
great.
like,
Yeah.
but I'm not like,
Yeah, I know.
you know what I mean? Like,
bad
I just
way.
like to give you a hard time about it. You
Because
know?
no, it is a harder way to live. It really is.
It is.
But I feel like it's
can't-
worth it. Like I actually
can't
feel
do it.
great most of the time and stuff. And
I don't
whenever
have
I
any
do
desire.
fucked off stuff, whenever I eat bad stuff or I drink bad stuff, like if I drink a soda the next day, my face breaks out and shit. It's literally like on the dime
Is it all the
the next
sugar?
day.
I've noticed
Yeah.
that. And the
Because it
more
just
water I
bombards my
drink,
system
the
because I
better.
don't eat or drink a lot of sugar. The most sugar I'll ever get is in my coffee, and it's like a spoonful.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like I just feel like I don't stop that right now. I don't feel bad, and maybe like if I did that, I would feel better and be like, oh my god, it really did feel bad.
I am
Like,
listening, but
don't
I'm
feel
grabbing you a
bad.
shot too.
And so I'm like, I just want like I'm only gonna live
Just
one
a half
time,
a shot.
and if I want to drink my Alani, like
I
you know what I mean,
swear
if that
to
makes
God.
me
Well-
happy, like
I'll have
And
a monster a day.
In the wise words of Bert, I'm not going to say his last name or anything like that because he definitely prefers to remain anonymous. But we used to drive around in his he'd drive around in like his Firebird or his fucking, he had a Mercedes or something for a while, and he would smoke cigarettes in it. And I was like, why are you doing that? Like, this is a nice car. Like, and he was like, luxury is made to be lived in. Like, if I can't smoke a cigarette in my car, why the fuck
Why
did I
do I
buy
have it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just buy a hoopty and fucking smoke cigarettes in it.
That's true. Dude, eat shit.
yeah, or like they only drive once a week.
Swear to God. Sell it. Give
Let
it
somebody
that,
have it who's actually going to
that
drive
car
it.
wants to be driven. Those energy drinks want to be
They
drank.
want to be drank.
They need to be
The
drank.
Oreos want to be eaten.
The Sio Cabal of Sam wants to be ingested.
Man.
The mayonnaise wants to have fries dipped in it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me happy, so I'm gonna do it. And I guess if I got to the point that I like felt like shit all the time, that'd be one thing. But like I don't, so knock on wood.
And one other thing about the Alani thing that you were talking about.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
No, so I got real bad off on awesome.
Babe.
No, it goes right back in. He's just taking it completely apart. I can put it back together now.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know why he's doing that. But the Alani thing. So I somehow, I don't know what happened, like probably like August of last year. I just started drinking energy drinks like twice a day. I don't know what the fuck. I'd never really drank them. I wasn't like a Monster or Red Bull anything guy. I would drink them every once in a while, like at work, you know, and shit like that. But I just started, like, I would stop at the gas station on the way to work to get one and shit like that. And I wasn't thinking anything of it. It was like just a habit I had gotten into. And then this last week, I think it is, like I just stopped drinking them because I've been having like weird sleep stuff. Like my back fucks up in the middle of the night. So I think it's partly our bed. I think it's partly us sleeping with OC still and shit like that. I think it's really, like, there's something that is wrong. So I just started sleeping on the couch for the last week, and my back stopped hurting. Like, not completely.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anywhere near as bad.
To be honest.
But I also stopped drinking the energy drinks because I thought it was part of it. I was like, maybe I'm just, like, tense sleeping or something like that. But I didn't notice anything really about that. But what I did notice was I didn't have the highs and the lows. Like, I'm just constantly at a certain amount of tired, though. Like, I am tired. But yeah. I'm tired the same amount throughout the day. I don't have like I'm fucking jacked and then I'm so tired.
See, but
it's
I
like
don't
I'm just
get that
relatively
with
tired.
I don't really
now
get
I will
that.
say that one.
Yeah, me too.
No, and
Like,
I used to be able to do that. I used to
what was
fucking
that?
do coke and go to sleep, dude.
Energy.
Dude.
I didn't hear that.
That's a fact.
But what was the energy drink you told me to drink? Is the Ghost.
Yep.
Right. I have not been able to finish one.
They're also huge.
I can drink, no, but I can. No, I mean they're good. It's not that I don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I get 3/4 of the way in it, I have a headache. I'm shaking and I'm nauseous, and I need to go take a nap.
Well, a lot of the ones, and I think one of the problems that I was running into is the ones that I was drinking were like the pre-workout types, like the
bucked up.
Well, no, the problem was I was drinking the ones because I didn't want to drink the cyanocobalamin in it. And so the only ones that don't have that in them are the ones that are like geared towards like health, which leads into fitness, which is most people are looking for like a pre-workout type of deal. Yeah. And a lot of those have L-theanine in it, which is like the jittery, like the
Maybe
skin crawly type of shit.
But I didn't get the skin crawly thing with it.
Yeah.
I did get, which
the
I get
immediate
this way.
poop type of thing too.
I get that from the Alani.
Anyway, the poop?
The immediate, like
You
you
gotta go
drink
take
one,
a
you
poop?
got to go take a shit.
No.
Dude,
Doesn't
like
happen
I
to
would
me.
take, like I always sucked at pre-workout, dude. I would take a fucking quarter of a scoop and I would immediately go to the gym and then have to go to the bathroom and I would sit in there and like I would shit my brains out and like feel like I was going to throw up. And then I'd go work out. I mean, I was fine after that, but I had like, it just wrecked my system.
I got sick off of it.
Traven gave me pre-workout one time, and I've been scared of it. I have some in the cabinet over there that he got me because it's my favorite Alani flavor.
Is it
I
the
remember
rocket?
that.
Is it the blow pop one? The one
No,
that's like the
it's
rocket
the
pop?
Hawaiian shaved ice.
Oh,
Nice.
And it's not. And for a while, you couldn't find that flavor anywhere, and so he found that pre-workout, so he bought it for me. But I've been scared of pre-workout ever since because he gave it to me, and he gave me, what did you give me? Like a quarter of a scoop.
Oh yeah.
And I would like do a set of whatever, and then I was like,
yeah, dude.
clawing my fucking.
makes your
I
skin
felt like I had
itch.
bugs crawling on
Hurts,
me.
dude.
He's like, you gotta stop. You look like a fucking.
Dude, I have
crackhead.
to like
I'm like,
fucking
You have to.
sit
Well,
down.
you have to like build up to
The
it.
first
You have
time
to
I drank
keep
those
taking
bucked
it.
up ones, was that what you said? Yeah, the bucked up ones. I literally like had to like it was and it's something about that white gum or the white gummy deer flavor is what it's called, and it's something because they all have different things that they do and different ingredients in them, and that one in particular, like that was the first one I drank too, and it fucking had me like I was about to go to work and I was like, dude, I need to fucking like sit here for a second, and just like ground myself or something because I am tripping. Like,
No,
I'm
I
fucking
legit felt
wigging
like I
out something.
had.
Yeah.
Workout that I usually take is the psychotic. Baynes.
Sounds awesome.
Hell yeah. He gave me some pills.
Usually,
Some
yeah, it was kind of
pre-workout
like
pills.
that. But chiller version.
They had me like
Psychotic sounds way more chill than some pills. Yeah.
Like it's the only one I've ever had that didn't wear off after like a month of taking it every day going to the gym. Because usually I would build up, whether it was a tolerance or just whatever, and then I could do 2-3 scoops of most others and feel nothing. But the psychotic, like I wanted to go work out.
Just like consistently work for you? Yeah.
But Olivia tried it, and she's in there like a fucking crackhead. Like
When I tell you, like,
and I'm like,
he's like, you gotta stop.
They're not all
legit
like
look like
that,
I had
dude.
been
No,
mauled by a
they're really
fucking
not.
cat. Like,
but to me, if I don't get that skin crawl, that pump,
Dude, the pump is nasty,
it's
dude.
not working.
It is so, dude, a workout is honestly so much better on, if you get the right pre-workout that works for you and shit like that, you'll never have a better fucking set in your life, dude. Dude, yeah.
I don't, that doesn't sound like fun to me. That sounds like I look like I'm a crackhead and I don't want to do it.
Well, there's one that I would like,
I did the Alani one, and it did that to me. It made me like I had to go home and take a shower and like.
well, the
feel like
one,
something's
I
going
want
on
to,
me.
I want to actually revisit one pre-workout that I was, it was actually the only sponsor I've ever had on this podcast was the Dino Company. And it's a pre-workout, but doesn't have any stimulants or anything in it. It has like beetroot powder and like a couple other things and like nootropics. And he made it for climbing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a pre-workout. And I
Maybe
tried it once or
pre-workout.
twice, but I wasn't really working out at the time.
My only issue with the non-stim pre-workouts is I either don't get anything out of them or they put me to sleep.
Yeah, because your brain starts working correctly, and then
It's
Yeah.
like,
He has ADHD that's
that's
never
real
been
shit,
treated,
dude.
and,
No,
he,
that's why, like,
legit-
whenever I take Adderall, I get fucking tired, dude. Like, because my brain's finally like
calming down,
doing
yeah.
things in a
I've never
linear
taken it because
fashion.
I'm like, I don't even want to know.
It would probably put you to sleep, dude. Yeah. That's like that. The
It
thing
would
I said
probably
about the
zombie you
blow
out.
earlier.
Because we got that ADHD, dude.
We got that fucking.
We got that
sauce, bro.
ADHD, dog.
I ask her shit all the time at certain points, and it pisses her off, and it's hilarious. But I only do it or only think of certain things when we hit, like when we're driving somewhere and we don't have service.
Oh my god, it drives me fucking
And,
crazy.
and I'm like, oh, we need to look at this.
Dude,
He's
I
like,
do the same
is
thing.
it gonna rain or something? And I was like, and I'll pick up my phone and try to look, and I don't have service.
We don't have
so I can't. I'm
service,
like,
yeah.
why the fuck do you only ask me? Literally,
I do
you
that
only
shit all the
ask.
time.
It's like
I'm
when you're
how
weird
much
little
money is
ticks
in
or
my bank
something,
account
yeah.
right now, and I'll try to look,
Clarity.
and I don't have.
Bro,
that.
it might be the EMFs, bro.
It's gotta be, bro.
It's gotta be the EMFs
It's
fucking
gotta
with
be
your
those
brain waves,
EMFs.
bro.
It's that 5G. We gotta
Yeah.
take out the 5G tower.
5G
Well,
my
it
5G
stops
doesn't even
activating
work.
the plastic that's in your brain, fucking up your stuff, dude.
Bro, I like the plastic.
Me and my plastic
in
are
my
attached.
brain.
I
Yeah,
can't. It's
fucking.
fine.
No, it's
We're
legit.
cool.
It's in every organ in your body, bro.
We're cool, dude.
It's
We're
fine.
symbiotic.
Happy, we're symbiotic. It's fine.
I'm immortal.
If you take it out, I'll die.
No,
so.
it's not.
I'm immortal.
Well, no, and we're good
I'm
because
an
we've already
alien.
had kids and stuff like that. We're good. It
Yeah,
doesn't
we
really fuck with you
passed
other
on
than
the
like your
plastic.
fertility and stuff like that. And over the
I
generations,
don't have that fucking.
we're
Problem.
literally losing fertility, and we're losing gender identity and stuff like that is a big thing that
I
affects.
don't want to be fertile.
Supposedly, and
I don't
I'm
need to
not
pass any
knocking,
more shit
you know,
on,
like
dude.
the fucking like all the like trans stuff and stuff like that. Like, but there are factors that could, if you put the stuff together, it looks like it's pointing towards that, and then this is happening.
But
at
you
the
can
same
also
time, you know?
really though you can skew any set of data.
Yep, that's true.
Because most of the
Men were gone.
fertile men were gone. So,
But like, yeah, because you can take
Wait, when are you
any
talking about?
statistics.
World War I, World War
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You can take any set of statistics and like formulate
yeah,
them
you
in a
can
way
fuck with them, yeah.
to make it look
Where it
like
looks like
anything
they
you want
matter.
it to look like.
I know somebody that does that shit.
Like for real. I mean, you can.
Yeah, dude.
There's a guy-
There's
So-
a lot of people who do that just to show you how fucking easy it is.
And it's very convincing.
Does really funny ones just, and he takes the actual statistics, but he puts them up against like, I don't even remember what they are, but like it would be amount of cell phone owners in the U.S. versus like the amount of Kellogg cereal bought that year, and the graphs would be like
So like,
So completely
if you have a
unrelated.
Yes,
cell
dude,
phone,
completely unrelated. But if you put those charts right on top of each other, they match almost perfect.
Yeah. So there's no correlation, but it does look.
Yeah, it's
wild.
like the difference between
It's a weird
correlation
coincidence. It's a
and,
weird flaw in the
causation.
fucking simulation.
Causation.
But, you know.
causation. It's the difference
Causation
between
without
correlation
correlation.
and
Yes.
causation.
There you go. See, she might have did a couple college classes.
Bro, I didn't know the second one, but I did. I've been down a rabbit hole for weeks.
I was
dude.
and what's fucked up is I was trying to think of what you just
I've
said.
been down this
Yeah,
rabbit
thought
she
that
hole.
was
whole
who I
time.
said it. That's how she.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
how
she
I got
got
it.
it, yeah.
That's what I asked.
She
her.
took a few college. You took one or
Bunch of
two, right?
them. Way
You took
too
like
many.
5 or so.
million.
5 years, 7, 8, 9.
Literally,
no, 12?
I
You just graduated.
years like I just graduated. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've been out of school. What year did I graduate? I don't want to talk about it. And I think there was only 2 years from the time I graduated in 2010.
You graduated.
No, but and the thing is, it's
and
not
there was
like
only like a year and a half that I wasn't taking college classes.
you were actively in school though.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
the whole time.
No, actually, I've been out of school for a year now. Thank you.
You've been out of high school.
Fuck off. How long you been out of high school? Biscuit head?
16 years.
Biscuit head. And how many nurse practitioner or VAs or whatever what masters that you have?
Master's degrees do you have?
Yeah.
How many macro?
7.5, actually.
He's apparently a master at fucking birthing babies, so we're gonna have to talk about this for real.
That is something that I feel like they, because I don't know, is that you had to follow. Like,
Can you hear me?
You follow the
Yeah.
actual MD, like the doctor who
I
is
was
delivering
chewing
the baby.
the fuck out of-
When we did OB, like we followed like the nurses to see the nurses part, so it was a totally different aspect of it.
This is yours.
Oh, don't say the
fucking
F
turd.
word.
You just dropped a
back
hard
right now.
F
Suck
on
it
the
back
pod,
in.
dude.
I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. My
You know
brother's
what? You know what? We do no, and we stand by shit on this show.
I can't take it back. It's already been said. I just got to double down at this
I could
point.
absolutely edit it out, but you know, yeah.
Don't say it again. That's like the
No.
hard R. Like, don't.
Well, no, I don't
Say
feel like it
that.
is. I feel like there's a lot
Equivalent,
of.
but like it's still like.
Well, no, it's not anywhere near
No,
that
no,
bad.
no, I didn't
but
mean that.
Also, I feel like we're reclaiming a few of these words now that
Just
we're kind of
never the
past,
N-one.
and that might not be
Never
one that
the
needs to
N-word.
be reclaimed.
Never the N-word.
Okay, that might not be one that needs to be reclaimed. We can have that conversation whenever you guys want. If you want to get in the comments, which you don't do, and fucking say some shit, go
Yeah,
ahead.
talk some shit.
Yeah,
This
talk
is
some
how
shit in the
we'll get
comments if you're
famous.
gonna do it. But
No, calling people.
trying to like
I
reclaim.
don't think I want to be famous for that. Did you
Something
just?
drastic happened?
No, you're on the right side of it because you're defending.
I need
Oh,
help.
good.
Olivia,
Yeah,
Maybe.
Rachel's the
I
asshole
need
here.
help.
And
What do
I'm
you want to do?
possibly the asshole because I'm playing devil's
I need a
advocate on
towel.
both sides here.
I need
A towel? What's happened?
Stat.
I can't move.
All right, hold on. I got it.
Will you help her?
I need faster than anybody's moving. It's going everywhere. I need help. Help me.
What did you do? Why would you do that? Did you hug it? Like, what's wrong with you? The Capri Sun does not want to hug, ma'am. You're supposed to drink it, not molest it.
She was wheezing the juice.
Explain to people what you did while you
I was just trying to get some of the air out of the pouch so that I could get to the liquid.
She molested the Capri Sun
Not.
to get the air out of
Not
it.
the molesting. I didn't do any molesting.
She did all the molesting.
I did no molesting.
Could have just sucked. You could have just sucked the air out of it.
coulda
dog.
just sucked
Just
the
pull
air
the
out.
straw up
But I think that there might be an unidentified hole in the pouch.
from you molesting it. You squeezed another
I-
hole in it.
Suck was
Molested.
You didn't fuck
Stop
it and molest it.
saying-
Don't fuck the Capri Sun either. That's inappropriate.
I'm not trying to fuck anything. That's very effective.
I'm just gonna hold this shot for the next 5 years. Fuck, do it. Like, what's happening?
Fuck. Mozzarella.
I left Craven, and he.
I hear that all the time.
Mozzarella.
Hit her right now.
I left for 45 seconds to go take a piss.
Punch her. Strike her.
I had pee brewing that whole time, and then Rachel's thing
No one
was a banger though.
thinks that I like to be. She don't want
Me
me.
to sleep. She
Don't like to see me happy. One of these days I'm gonna wake up
Dude, no.
in my own damn bed.
Dude, we were listening to that one night, and we were probably a little fucked up, and we were thinking about it, and it was like, that song could totally be like about the government, bro.
Check it out. That's a fact.
Listen.
Because they don't want me to be the things that I like to be. Because they don't want me to sleep. They don't want to see me happy. One of these days I'm gonna wake up in my own damn bed. One of these days I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up dead. Check it out. Wow, check it out. I'll
sings
take
that
a
song?
fucking shot to that. Caleb motherfucking Foreman, bro. Caleb motherfucking Foreman, that's
Did he
it.
write that?
Yeah.
Wayside Motel.
He wrote that and fucking, yeah.
And then he took all of his good songs off of Spotify, and then he put up
Well,
some
they-
of them.
Yeah, they have a whole thing going on. They're like rebranding and all that shit.
They need to put up all of their fucking songs, or I'm gonna
See, that's why I don't need to be on camera.
I have them on. I have them on CD. I got a CD. I got a couple.
I was so sour. I think because it's warm.
Mine wasn't sour at all. Mine was just mean.
A little.
Mine was not trying to be my friend. It's not a Sour Patch Kid out here. Mine's just a dick.
Yours
My
is tequila though.
burnt all the way
It's
down.
just a dickhead.
Yours is tequila.
Burned all the way down. She said as she takes her Deep Eddy lemon.
It's pretty good.
I think it's the lemon, really. Like,
It might
It
be.
does burn like fire.
Yeah.
and it's hot.
Dude, have you tried
Whoa.
the... Okay, how many Deep Eddies have you had?
What's a deep eddy? Like, how many bottles of that?
No, like how many different flavors?
Oh, that's the only one.
You've never tried any of the other flavors? Bro,
I didn't even know there was. So
the Deep
honestly,
Eddy
I
Sweet
only
Tea,
bought
was that the first one? I think that was like their big one that came out, was the
Sweet
Deep Eddy
tea?
Sweet Tea.
sweet tea. No,
It's fucking good.
So the
So
only
good.
reason I bought
With
that,
the lemon?
honestly, is because this girl that I follow on TikTok, she made a lemon drop.
Yeah, that's
With
what you
that-
use for
That's how I
lemon
make
drops.
my lemon drops too.
But
yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
So you also have to have triple sec,
Yep.
and I could not find it. I'm sure it's at that liquor store somewhere, but
Yeah.
I was not about to ask anybody.
It's also cheap as shit.
You can get it at
So
Walmart.
and I couldn't find it. Triple sec?
yeah.
well, if you go to the wrong
Get it-
liquor store,
no, you can get it over in the
Triple sec
baking section of Walmart.
I did not know that.
you might actually
I
be able
thought it
to
was
now.
liquor. So I
yeah.
probably was looking in the wrong spot.
No, I
then.
know.
No,
for
it
sure
is
you
liquor.
can.
Yeah.
It is.
See, then you can't
But
buy
you
it at
could
our
always
Walmart.
get.
No,
yes,
you probably
can.
couldn't buy it at ours.
Yes,
no.
you can. You can. I think so.
It's not
Pretty
real.
sure.
Our Walmart doesn't have liquor.
Triple sec. No, no Walmart has liquor.
No, they do in fucking.
Yeah,
they
they
do
do.
in California. And
They
shit.
don't in Arkansas.
No, not in Arkansas.
Right, no.
But I
Arkansas.
can get triple sec at my Walmart.
It's probably not real.
What's real triple sec?
Well,
How
it
about
depends
Big Hole's
on. Well,
dry?
no, it depends on
Wait,
the
what is
laws in
triple
the
sec?
county. Like whether because like in Conway and stuff like that, they can sell they can sell the fireball shots, the little shooters, but they can't be because they can sell wine. Like they can sell a certain percentage of alcohol. So
Oh yeah.
Fireball ran into a big lawsuit recently because they were selling the ones in Walmart that were only like 15% or whatever the fuck. Or am I tripping?
A big part of that came up because they were selling those, and they were even in gas stations. But turned out most of them actually weren't liquor at all, like no alcohol. Period.
Oh, really? Okay, I heard that. God damn it, dude. Rachel, yours isn't a directional mic. Yours is just for you. Ours are directional mics. Yours is an Omni mic or mono. Omni.
I
It's
was
either
just
Omni or
trying
mono
to
mic.
fucking help.
No, I do. I appreciate the gesture. I was
Mono
just
means
making
one,
the
so
distinction
it's
for you
Mono
because
means one.
Rachel's using my mic, which is
Uno.
one of my prized possessions. Actually,
Uno el
so
Mico.
don't fuck that up. That's
Lick
actually
it.
one of my
Lick
favorite
it
things.
right now.
Don't lick it, please. Oh, okay.
She did it all gross like too.
Dude. You know how many times I've made out with that mic, bro? It's probably got fucking.
Well, she
herpes
did
or
put
something.
her vape in her mouth after you licked the shit out
That's
of it.
also true. That's the wrong one.
What?
Actually, you know what? That's not
You
the wrong one.
licked
Give me
it?
that
That's
shit,
the
dude.
right one
That's
for
the right
now.
one,
He
dude.
did. I was like, lick it before he handed it to her, and I thought you heard me. No, he like, and then gave it to you, and you put it directly in your mouth.
Yeah, immediately, and you didn't say shit. I yicked it.
You're lying.
No, I'm dead serious.
No,
He
I
did.
yicked the fuck
You're
out of that thing, dude.
lying.
Yeah. Speaking of which, can I hit that?
No.
No, please though.
Should have told her after she gave it to you.
Yeah, no, I yicked the whole top bit.
Bite her.
Such a crackhead, I fucking still took it now. And still took it.
You're
now
gonna
and
get popcorn
shit, so-
lung. You can't drink fucking Alani's because you can't have the cyanobacteria, but you're gonna Suck on that, motherfucker.
Yeah, you can't have the
I don't do this
cyanocobalamin.
often. Okay, everything in moderation.
I don't
If you're
do this
drinking a
very
shit ton of
often.
cyanocobalamin, if you're drinking it twice a day or once a day, even,
Once
then
a day.
it's a problem.
Probably once a day.
Yeah, then it's a problem.
Not every.
Yeah.
Most days.
And it's not going to kill you. It's not going to like truly harm you in any way, but it is going to do you a disservice.
All
it's
it
gonna
is
do.
is something that was made.
It's
from
not
a
hurting,
gross
killing.
place.
It's not doing anything like super bad to you. It's just not helping you in any way.
It's
Yeah.
B12.
Whereas
I like it. It tastes
whereas all
It's
they have to
B12.
do
It is helping me because it tastes good.
No. Whereas all they would have to do is not buy the fucked up shit and put the methylcobalamin in it, which
But
is
it's also so. I think that this is where I was going with those energy drinks that you told me to drink. Is that because it is metabolized differently? Like
Yeah.
it's not just
The
that
B12
it's different.
itself, right.
It's metabolized differently.
well, because
and so
you
I
don't
know
absorb
because,
the B. You don't really absorb the B12. Well, you do, but it fights your system at the same time.
So the ones that you told me to drink that had the methyl, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, methylcobalamin, yeah.
So I literally could not. I haven't finished one yet.
Probably hit you harder.
Before I had to take a nap.
What?
Like I had to lay down and take a nap because I was literally so overwhelmed with tired. Like I drank one the first time I drank one. Into a basketball game.
Probably
like
did the
Wyatt's
right
basketball
thing,
game,
honestly.
Which I get kind of like amped up with during the basketball games anyway. Like watching your kid play sports. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm so competitive.
Yeah,
like I
dude.
got
Watching
Yeah.
my kid play at the fucking
I am-
park, I get jacked,
I'll
bro.
fuck you
like
up.
I'm literally a psycho. So like I cannot watch my kid. Like I was literally, but I drank and I probably had drank like half of it, and I had even eaten breakfast because I was like normally I don't eat breakfast.
Yeah.
And I had eaten breakfast. And I had drank probably half of it.
Mm.
And Wyatt, I'll never forget, Wyatt needed his shoe tied. And I was getting pissed off because he's like trying to tie it and he's not good at tying his shoes yet.
Yeah.
And he was trying to hurry
Yeah.
because the clock is
and
running.
you're trying to help, and he's
And-
not letting you help.
Well,
and-
the ref is just standing there watching him. And I'm like, can you just fucking help him? And he wouldn't. And so I'm like halfway running down there. And so by the time I got down there, I'm trying to tie this kid's shoes. And I'm like,
oh no,
I cannot.
That's
like,
not the
my
fucking.
fucking hand. And so I don't know if it's because I was so jacked up from the watching the game.
Didn't help
on top
either
of
way.
that.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop drinking that because that's making my stomach hurt.
Do you like
Well, then
Bang? Do you like
on
the
the,
Bang?
so I
drinks?
used to drink Bangs,
Yeah.
but they would I would crash after.
That's well because it's more of a pre-workout type situation.
And I don't ever know. So I just quit drinking
Bangs?
those.
They have the low levels of the same stuff, right? Yeah, extremely low levels. That's why.
And so,
But
but
like
the,
a lot of people call C4 bangs. And just,
yeah, no. Well, no, I knew a guy.
they call C4
Dude,
pre-workout.
there was a dude. So there was a guy. One of my old managers would drink 4 C4s a day.
See, that's
He
insane.
would crack
activity.
one when he got there in the morning, and it's like 7 a.m.
just
you
like
know,
drinking
because
like
it's
Dr. Pepper,
opening.
like
Yeah, for real. He would just walk around with one, and then he'd crack another one whenever we got there at like
how do you afford-
10:30.
So not to mention like,
that's like
how
$10
bad that
a
is
day.
for you. That
If
it's
you
so
get 'em on a
expensive.
deal.
right? Because they're like at least I don't know about the
Sometimes
C4s, but
you
like
can
the
buy,
Alanis
like-
are like $2.99.
Yeah.
for
Well,
one.
sometimes
You can buy
if
like
you
2
buy,
for $5 usually.
Yeah.
So like,
But
Red
if you
Bulls,
buy
you
the
can get if you
pack.
buy 3, you get 2 free.
Yeah, no, he was buying the packs, bro. He was probably going to Costco and getting the pallet.
You would
thing,
have
dude.
to. That'd be the
Yeah.
only way that you could afford to do
The
that.
only way.
Like,
But I mean, he was also the GM of the restaurant, so he probably made fucking $100,000 a year. No,
True.
they don't make that much.
but like I
You
I
would
don't
think
know
they'd make way more than that. They don't
what
make
the
that
difference
much.
is because literally in a normal day, and I've said several times, like I probably need to just like detox from caffeine and then like add back a little bit because I will have.
I
get
did
up,
go through a couple days of withdrawals.
I drink
by the way.
coffee, like a cup of coffee. I'll make a cup of coffee before I go to work.
Yeah,
I drink that while I'm getting ready.
that's
I
all
will
you should need.
get to work. And honestly, part of it is not drinking it because I need it,
You
because I
crashed
need
out.
the energy.
You crashed.
I like it. No,
Yeah.
literally a normal day. Drink a cup of coffee.
Do you know how many
Here,
times
get
I
ready.
drove past the gas station thinking I want to go in there and get one, or being at work with a bunch of Red Bulls around? I'm like, I could just drink one, but I was like, don't do it. Go
Yeah,
through the
no.
fucking no. It's like it's an
partly
addiction.
because
It's a
I like it.
withdrawal
Like I do
system.
sometimes drink them
Austin,
because
but
I'm tired.
you quit addictions as a hobby.
Fuck you, dude.
You
God
pick
dang
up
it, she got me
addictions
again,
just to
bro.
quit them.
God dang it, she got me again.
He does
dude.
it all the time.
I do it on
the
every
purpose.
Granny's Gayrage.
On every
I swear
Granny's
to God, there's
Gayrage,
something
he talks
I'm quitting.
about this whole new addiction that he's quitting, whether it's vaping, whether it's drinking, whether it's what else has it been? Cigarettes. It's
The
been-
pouches,
The pouches.
fucking
It's been-
the nicotine
it's been
gum
caffeine.
there for a
It's been
while.
It's been anything. He picks up these addictions, and then once he quits them, he'll be good for like maybe a month, and then he'll pick it up and be like, "Hey, I'm going to quit this in 2 weeks."
again. Yeah.
So they just
Again,
keep coming back
he
around.
picks
goddamn.
him up. He picks him back up. specifically.
No, I just have very low impulse control.
To see if he can quit them.
No, that's not.
Yeah,
well,
I don't.
it might
Like,
be.
I think it is. I think
That might be part of it.
I think you have a fetish for quitting addictions. I think it's a thing.
Yeah, that's like your ADHD thing. Like you just
It's like
wanna
it's
do
like
it to
a
see
it's
if
like
you
a
can quit.
yeah. It's like a hyperfixation.
It might. Yeah,
Like,
that actually sounds like the
you'll
most apt description of
hyperfixate
it.
on these.
Like,
on
this
these
is my
things.
problem.
Like these
I need to
vices.
fix
It's
that.
gonna fix everything.
Because you'll need everybody
I'm
needs
waiting-
a
so much
vice.
better.
I'm
Everybody
literally waiting
has
for
a
the
vice.
thing that I quit. If I quit drinking and it solved everything, I would just never drink again, probably.
Right.
But it hasn't.
It hasn't.
But-
Okay, it hasn't done that yet.
You'll like quit
So
drinking
I'm still
and then
drinking, for sure.
you'll start drinking and then you'll be like, drinking's all of my problem. All of it is all drinking.
No, I don't feel like I said it like that.
You
but
have.
I would.
Go back.
She might have me on here. I'm trying to get out of it, but she's fucking got me on the fucking ropes here, dude. This is the one time I'm fucked.
Well, this is one thing that I do actually, because it's all recorded. Like, don't forget.
Yeah.
We be recording shit.
I'm in here. I'm in here too. Okay.
So
I'm 70% of this podcast.
you can't
bitch.
deny. And my 30% is
70.
strong.
As
It's
he
gone
opens
up
the
from
tequila
25
bottle.
and barely.
Okay, 20% of yours is audacity.
Audacity. What do you mean?
Audacity.
The audacity
all
to
the
fucking
audacity.
do
To
the
be
thing, bro.
fucking around.
That's what I was talking about earlier. I
To
might not
doing
be
shit
good
for the
at it,
plot.
but I'm gonna do it.
We both do shit for the plot, just my shit's more fun.
I doubt it. It is now because you're in your bar phase that I went through, you dumb bitch. Yeah, you don't think I did the exact
You
thing
dumb
you're
bitch.
doing, staying up till fucking 6 in the morning every fucking day and fucking.
I don't do that every day.
You literally work till 4. I know you're there till at least
I
5.
do be doing that.
Yeah.
And I did.
Okay, I did it.
I did hang
I did
out
it,
this
bro.
last Saturday, and
I did it.
I got a little
I've
drunk.
I've
afterwards.
literally been in your shoes, bro.
I did. I got actually
Yeah.
pretty plastered.
It wasn't at the Cowboy. It was
But
at
I
fucking
didn't know it was
JJ's, and it was
gonna happen
awesome.
because-
it was the shit
so one
because
of the
the fucking
barbacks-
regulars could buy you beers to save for after
work.
and then you would just sit there and play pool till fucking
Yep.
6 in the morning.
And that's they were. I was watching these dumbasses go in and do, which I don't know. If
Technically, I
should
think
say
the
this.
owner had to be there, but they didn't give a
I don't
fuck
know if
about
I
it.
should say that actually.
All right, you were rubbing the shit out of your mic stand. It's driving me insane. Somebody's going to say something. Jeff is going to be pissed.
Sorry, Jeff.
Who's Jeff?
My buddy Jeff, he was the one that told me that my thing was beeping in the background and I didn't know it. I had tuned
Sorry,
it out
Jeff.
and he was like, I keep hearing the fucking thing beep in the background.
Figure
Can you
your
fix
shit out.
it? I was like,
I'm
damn,
fidgeting.
it had been happening for a month solid at least, bro. I swear, if not longer.
So he listens to your podcast. That's that.
Yeah, no, Jeff's the fucking man. Yeah. Jeff gave me my first job in
I'm
DFW.
sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, that's the homeboy, dude. If he wouldn't have fucking left for Vegas, bro.
Like he moved to Vegas.
Yeah, well, so he's like in his 40s or whatever. He was my boss. He was my GM, and he got me like 3 or 4. He got me the job at Boomerjacks, and then he got me a job at 3 or 4 other places that I quit and went back to Boomerjacks. But his dad died, and he got like a
So
a
did
good
you ever leave
inheritance and stuff,
Boomerjacks,
and
or
he
you just have
actually
been
left.
doing both?
So Boomerjacks is like not exactly the fallback. It's literally just been the forerunner the whole time. But I've dabbled in other stuff. Like I get like a year or 2 into just working at Boomerjacks, and like I gotta try something else. And then I'll do that, and I'm like, I actually kind of like working at Boomerjacks.
Picking up addictions just to quit them. Picking up new jobs just to quit them.
It really is, dude. No, it really is. Like I've done it. I did it
that's
whenever I
stressful.
worked
I do
at
that with
Fridays.
hobbies.
I like changing shit.
I don't.
I love
that
it.
stresses me
I
out.
love
I
changing
like
shit.
to.
And Kristen
I don't like to
fucking
do the
hates it.
same thing all the time. I
Kristen
like to fuck shit up.
fucking
I like
hates
to
it, bro.
change
Well, so see, I think that's why like I like my job because it's not like the same thing 24/7 all the time. Like it's different. So people are coming in for different stuff. So it's.
Go make me a drink with Deep Eddy.
But I work at the same place.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to have to.
That's
and
what
I think
gets
it's
me,
because
I
I
think.
don't really like. Like I picked a very people-y job for someone who doesn't like people.
We like people.
but I don't want to make
Yeah, who are you
friends
telling?
ish
Right.
with new people. I don't do that.
That's the
And
thing.
all of
I'm
these
comfortable.
regulars
Like
think that
people.
I'm their like best friend, and like we are friends for sure. Like I do like you. Honestly, I love a lot of y'all.
Yeah.
But I'm a lot. There are some that I do like to hang out with outside, but I don't have a lot of time to do it and stuff like that. So
right.
don't ask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if
all
I
three
reach
of
out and
us
shit,
have
like, I really
chosen
want to.
jobs to where we're kind of forced to keep all people at arm's length.
Yes.
Like you can't get because we're in a
Yes.
professional.
And there
sense.
are people that will push past that. And
Yeah,
like,
you
you gotta
can't-
fucking stay right
can't
there.
let 'em
but
get
then there are
past.
some that you're like, I'm gonna let you in here. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good
Right,
here.
yeah.
And the podcast, because I do a lot of like regulars and stuff like that, kind of breaks that barrier as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like, and none of the people that I'm thinking of that I actually legitimately don't like that think that they're my friends at the bar. And I don't like you.
Yeah.
Okay? I legitimately, you might not know who you are. I know who you are. And there are people at the bar that know who you are. But I do not like
other
you.
people know who you are.
That's like, I don't want to have to change jobs because I don't want to have to relearn a bunch of new people and like.
I dig it. I actually dig the training process.
I hate it.
Well, because I like to train people. So I like seeing what
Being
other people
trained?
I
No,
like being
thank you.
trained as well.
I don't like to not know exactly what I'm doing. You know
That's
what I mean?
weird.
Like,
I hadn't thought about that actually.
I thrive
That's
in
probably
chaos
why.
a little bit.
That's why I love
that's why I like
working
the
at
ER.
CarMax,
And I
'cause
do
was just
miss
getting
I do
trained.
the ER
thrive
to a
in
point.
chaos.
Like my role obviously now would be very different at the ER, so I don't know if I would like that, but like I miss ER nursing.
What do you want? Make me a drink.
I miss getting to do stuff.
How
You know what I
different
mean?
would
Like,
your... What do you mean do stuff?
like
Because you don't really get to do anything now. You just go in and talk to people.
not really.
and-
Now, if there's like I get to do some things different. So like I can do, whereas I couldn't like do stitches, for example. Like I could, depending on what doctor I was working with, like if they were comfortable letting you do it, some of the doctors will let you do it, but it's at the doctor's discretion. Like now, if someone comes in with needing stitches or whatever, like I just get to do that. If you need like a cyst popped, like you need something cut open, like I get to do that. You know what I mean? Whereas I
Right.
wouldn't before, but like doing IVs, doing like, as gross as it sounds, like catheters, like those nursing skills that are like hands-on stuff. Like I miss doing that
Right.
all the time.
And then if you went into being like, so if you went back to the ER even to just like can you do that? Can you pick up shifts?
So some places
At
you
the
can.
ER?
So I would have to do, like here you can't. Like they have, it's very like, because of the different roles for nurse practitioners here and like how, and I really think it's just like because no one has ever done it really. But there's a fine line of like, it's too easy to cross that boundary of diagnosing, like writing prescriptions, crossing the line of roles as working in my, like as a nurse again, because like as a nurse, like I don't diagnose, I don't write prescriptions. It's not, I don't get to,
But you
I don't
can,
get to
since
decide.
now you can.
But with my license, I am allowed to do that now. And
Right.
so like it would be very difficult to go back into a role, especially if it was a doctor like that we didn't see eye to eye, because like if he
because
like
you
wrote a medicine I
basically-
didn't agree with, I could be like, no, I'm just going to do this.
If I may, it sounds like
Right.
they're kind of your manager. And if you've been a manager somewhere else, you're going to tell them how to do their job, and they're not going to like it.
And they're not going to like it.
Yeah.
And so like, because our licenses aren't exactly the same,
I feel
obviously
like I do that a
doctors
lot.
have more,
Yeah.
power or whatever. But as far as like the diagnosing, prescribing, like it's pretty similar. And so like you come in with a cough, shortness of breath, whatever, like I have the ability, obviously, which a lot of nurses do too. They've been working long enough that they can,
But you
know what
have
I mean?
the
But like,
legal ability.
yes, I have the licensure ability to
Right.
be able to do that.
They're not going to have to have
Like,
somebody
you-
come in and back them. Like if
You've all
a
but
doctor lets them do
diagnosed
something,
us
that's one
billions
thing.
of
Yes.
times. Like we'll ask you, "Hey, I'm doing like this is what's happening to me." You'll be like, "Go to the doctor." They're gonna tell you
XYZ.
X,
That's
Y,
why I
Z.
just don't go to the doctor.
And you've done that
I
forever.
just call you.
So you've always
You
had
can't
the
get sued for
ability.
malpractice,
now
can you?
Because
Because I'll fucking
legally.
sue the shit out of you, dude.
I'll sue you. I'll sue you myself.
Because
I'll
some
beat
of
you.
your recommendations. No, I'm just kidding.
Look,
You've always told
made
me
me
what was going on.
obese.
Whether I listened is the problem.
That's the thing that is really hard. I find difficult about this role.
Cheers, bud.
and doing like family practice versus just walk-in stuff. Because like you come in
That's
with
just
like a
vodka,
cough,
by the way.
shortness of breath, sore throat, or whatever, and I tell you to take XYZ antibiotic and some Tylenol, you're probably going to do that. But like if you come in with high blood pressure and I tell you you need to quit smoking, you need to limit the amount of salt in your diet, you need to walk
Yeah.
X amount of whatever, and if those things don't work, then we're going to start you on medicine.
But if you don't do those things,
But if you don't do any of those things, and people don't, they
Oh,
literally
no.
straight come back to you and it's like, well, I'm not better, so what are we going to do now? I'm like,
Did you do any of that?
XYZ? No. Well, then why are you coming to? My thing
I
is like,
can't
why are you
help you
coming
then.
if you're not going to do what I tell you to do?
I can't help you.
If you don't want my recommendation, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you just want to do your own thing, like what? Don't come ask me then.
Yeah, that
And
just
then
reminds
act
me
like
of
I did something wrong when you're not fixed,
Yeah,
but you didn't do what I told you to do.
that reminds me of I was talking to Nana whenever we were here last time, and she was talking about Papa Jerry. Like you couldn't really tell him anything.
Tell him nothing.
No, like, and he was sick as fuck, but he wasn't trying to change anything. He was the luxury is made to be lived in type of motherfucker. He was
Yeah.
like, I'm going to eat my bowl of ice cream.
Right.
If it
I
kills
want
me,
peanut butter,
it kills
I'm
me.
gonna
I'm
eat
eating
it.
peanut
Like,
butter. Yeah.
I don't want to live and not get to eat peanut butter. Like,
Yes.
that's not a life.
Now, what you need to do is just eat the right peanut butter and the right ice cream and stuff like that, and it's not going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Okay? And in moderation, of course.
Yes.
But, dude, did you know? And this is going to sound absolutely dumb as shit because I'm about to butcher this. But the cheeseburger, if it is made with the right ingredients, is actually the most complete meal that you can eat. Like grass-fed beef, homemade bread, and the like all the butters and stuff like that are homemade. You fry everything in beef tallow and stuff like that. It's actually one of the most complete meals you can get because it's got carbs, it's got good beef or
And if
protein.
you put cheese on, it's got dairy.
You got dairy.
And then condiments, obviously.
Condiments, you can get your different vitamins and stuff. You put the right, like if you put not iceberg lettuce, whatever, the leaf lettuce, romaine, anything like that. Else, it actually has shit in it.
Cabbage is really good on a burger.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I just don't like. I'm not a
No,
cabbage
it's not.
eater. I don't
It's
like
not.
cabbage.
No,
I
if you
know.
put cabbage on a burger, I'll fucking hit you, probably. You're going to piss me off. Don't fuck with my burger.
Don't fuck with my burger.
No. Okay, so I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know. We've talked about this. I have a burger rating system.
Oh, I know how you are
Yeah.
about burgers. Everyone
The highest
goes
I've ever gotten is an 8.5.
Where was that?
That was in Amarillo at a little shack, basically. Like a little, it had been there for 100
I
and
wanna
something
take you
years,
to a
dude.
little burger
Best
place
burger I've
here.
ever had, dude. I've had a couple
I wanna take
eights.
you to
Had a couple
burger
eights.
place here because if it's not the best burger you've ever had, that little old man in the back will re-fucking make it for you.
I'm not going to tell him it's not. I won't do that to him.
He'll
And I'm
know.
not eating 2 burgers
He'll
either
know.
because I will finish the burger.
Hell no. You don't even gotta
Well, oh, yeah, because if he asks me what my rating is, I'm going to give him an honest
you
answer.
can't lie to him.
Well, no, and so
Who is it? Where are you
no,
talking about?
so the
That
8.5,
little chap
the
at
8.5.
mountain out there, he was a forensic psychologist, so he can look at your fucking face and tell you if you're
Okay, all right, well that's fucked up.
Yeah.
No, so the 8.5 is
Best
basically
burger I've ever
100 as far as I'm concerned. An 8.5, you're not getting a 10.
What would have been better? So
do you
what
rate
would have made that burger a 9?
If I had came while I ate it, basically, is what would have to happen.
That's uncomfy.
if
That's
if
not fair.
that no, if you're a
can't be
Michelin
coming in public.
fucking chef making a burger and it
Gordon
doesn't make me
Ramsay
have
couldn't
a
make you-
feeling, you know what I'm saying? All these people are talking about they can make you feel this way with food and shit like that. I haven't had that burger.
That is the exact opposite of what you want in a burger. Looking at
It'll make you feel
a Michelin chef making a burger, because we've been to some fancy bougie ass restaurants. To me, they
Them
make
things are
Terrible
nasty.
burgers. They make awful burgers.
I like those
Yeah.
burgers.
No,
that you
and
make
that
on the
is
campfire.
why
find a fucking rat
The best
hole in
burger
the
I've ever
wall.
had was
That's
And
what
it's a greasy, nasty fucking
where I
burger,
got
and that
my
is the
8.5.
best one you will ever find.
That's where I got my 8.5.
hole in the
Okay.
wall.
Okay. And so that's why I judge every restaurant I go to by their burger.
Yep.
And if it's
if
not a
you
burger
can't
joint,
make
I'm not
a
going to
burger-
obviously judge
Right,
you
if they're
on
not
that.
known by their burgers.
Yeah,
then.
but if you
Like,
can't
you
make
judge
it
me
at
in
least,
China by a
no,
burger,
if you
then
can't
you're
make me a
China.
6.5, you can't make me a 6.
Yeah,
You shouldn't even be open. If you don't have people that can make Mexican food or whatever the fuck else at a 9, but they can't make a 6 burger because they don't understand how a palate works, you know what I mean?
You don't understand
Like
that
if
you
you're
put it
making
on
a
there in the
5,
wrong order, it
okay,
gets
so
soggy.
like a McDonald's burger, if it's made fresh and shit like that, is a 4.5.
Yeah.
Okay, you get the ones where they fucked up everything and like they're kind of like greasy. The
Yeah.
buns fucked up. That's
Yeah.
a 3. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of
And we're
ones
talking
running
about
around.
the
I won't eat a
McDonald's
one.
quarter
You know what I
pounder,
mean? Like
right?
it would have to have been like a McDonald's burger left in the wrapper on the counter for a couple days. That would be a 1. Okay, this is. I feel like this is the most in depth I've gone on the burger
On the cheeseburger situation.
thing. But it's in my head.
So what
okay?
about a Big Mac? What number is a Big Mac?
Big Mac is a solid 5.
Solid 5. A Big
5.5
Mac is good.
maybe. Well, because it also kind of tastes like cardboard.
See, I don't think it tastes like cardboard, but I cannot eat one.
No,
because
it's the feel.
So messy.
It's the feel.
My God, half of it leaks out down my arm.
I like
Okay,
Big
so
Macs.
if your burger has like a good moistness and stuff like that, whether the flavors
say
and stuff
moist.
are fucked off,
Moistness.
you know, like the bun to burger to like grease ratio is on.
Yeah.
but you didn't season it right, and you didn't put, like, you tried to put arugula on it or something, I'll still give you a 5.5, probably.
Arugula?
You know
if
what
you
I mean?
put arugula on a burger, I'm going to throw it at you.
Dude, no, and I was talking about Jeff earlier. I brought him a burger one time. I was working in fucking Dallas with him. He got me a job at this fucking place in Dallas, and I asked the fucking owner of the place, I was like, hey, where is a good burger around here? Because I'm a burger guy. I'm going out on my break. I want to go get a burger. And he sent me to this place that makes a burger with a cauliflower bun with arugula and something else. And the burger itself has beef in it, but it also has alfalfa sprouts and shit or something like that. And I brought it back to Jeff, and he paid me for it still. It was an $18 burger. Just the burger. No side. Nothing. It was almost a $20 burger.
Pay that much for it.
And he threw it in the trash.
He said, here's your money. I'm not eating
I ate half of it. And I was like, I can't do it. And I'll eat whatever burger in front of me for the most part. I couldn't eat the whole thing. And
You're
I looked
like a
I was
hippie
like, what
weirdo,
the fuck,
so
dude? It was gross.
Love that black bean burger.
No, I don't believe in those. No. Okay, no. Because natural.
The burger is
because I'm not a vegan, I'm a homeopath.
You're a
Is that a good word to use? Is that
probably,
right? Okay. Yeah, I'm a homeopath. Sounds gay.
It does sound gay.
Okay, so I believe that good grass-fed beef with tallow or whatever the fuck, like a well taken care of cow is going to give you a natural cow is going to give you everything that you needed. And then if you're going to go in an unnatural cow is where they feed. Have you ever seen that video of where they take a pig that's been fed like corn and like all the grains and stuff like that, and then there's the ones that do their natural diet. So it's like it shows like where they cut them in half basically.
like they're fat.
Yeah, the fat is like fucking 30 to 10 on the meat part, and then the other is like it's like a 60-40, which I mean they're still gonna be fatty, you know, they're fucking pigs, but it's not supposed to be 80% fucking fat, you know? Yeah, but that's what they want because that's the tasty part.
Beef them up because they
they feed them shit. No, they feed them shit that makes them feel like shit and gives them a horrible life, and also put them in pens and fuck them up and stuff like that. Yeah. It's also way cheaper
to feed them that.
It's way cheaper.
And I think too, like, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but like those
They're making
animals,
a
like
profit and
whenever
you're
they
still
they sell them based on how much they weigh.
Give it.
So if you fatten them up, right, someone's obviously going to pay more for that pig. You can sell it for more because it's heavier.
Yes. Well, no, because that's part of the old system.
But only to an extent.
Or the current system still.
Well, there is a BMI.
Well, somebody that actually knows animals knows.
They're not going to buy a full fat pig. Yeah.
They know a pig when they're looking at it.
It's like somebody that hunts bears. They're not going to hunt a bear at a certain part of the season because they're full fat type shit. Yeah.
Between grain-fed, everything like that on a pig and stuff, especially. Yeah. Because they're
different.
Clunkier, they're fatter.
They're way different.
Yeah.
And it's not good for you.
So if you want,
What happened?
Somebody's up, but I can't tell if it's in this room or that room.
Uh-oh. Because if it's this one, we're good. If it's that one, it's probably not good.
Well, if it's that one,
It could also be bad.
I think, is Thorin locked in their room?
Are there landmines? Well, he doesn't have a mic. Make him check it.
It might be
He's
Thor trying
got
to
some
get out.
ADHD he needs to work out, so he can go check it out.
he's already taken them like
I just realized it's 12:18, so we're gonna have to wrap.
Oh,
I
damn,
gotta go
dude,
to
yeah.
bed.
Oh, yeah, we're almost an hour and a half into the spot, aren't we? Fucking right, dude. We fucking did it again, bro. We did it again. You
It
just,
was Thor.
you just
Sorry,
can't
buddy.
really help it, dude.
You
Yeah.
get locked in there, baby. He likes to go lay by Wyatt's bed, and then we just shut the door. We shut the door so that the dogs don't go in there and get in their beds with them.
I'm gonna cuddle the fuck out of my.
All right, so at this point, I feel like now that we have put a timestamp on it, so I feel like we probably should end it. Does anybody have any closing thoughts, concerns?
Closing thoughts.
Rachel, do you have something you want to read from your grimoire or anything like that you're supposed to be doing? I know.
Mozzarella!
All right, hit that top one.
Rage.
The top right. No, the other one. I hit that one. right, and then we're out of here.
Stop touching things. And you asked him if he wanted.
All right, we're out of here, dude. We love you. This is what Granny's Gayrage is, dude. It's a mess every single time. So, you know. No, we're not even here right now, dude. All right, but we do love you. Whether you believe it or not.
Lonnie.
My God.